Eco Energy Solar. Ask us how to access the Victorian Government rebate. Call 1300 740 784.
Tonight's referee is Michael Mummis in the middle. South Melbourne in their all blue kicking from left to right, and Dandenong Thunder in their home kit of black and red kicking from right to left. Should be an interesting game here at Dandenong Stadium. We've been here twice before. One really interesting high in tempo game, and the other one's a bit lackluster. What are your expectations for tonight?
It's hard to predict what's going to happen here at Duckland Stadium. It's a bit of a Dandenong Thunder are a bit of an unpredictable side, so we'll see how they go in the first 20 minutes, and I'll get back to you, Dean.
Chris Charitis. Adams finds Chris Charitis again. Bit of space. Crosses it in. Marifiotti underneath it. And South Melbourne Thunder clear their lines. Marshall straight back into the mixer. Constantinides. Marcus Schroen on through on goal. Schroen straight at the goalkeeper. Kasheri loses possession. Shadon Medros can drive. Shadon Medros tries to do Piers Clark from halfway. Piers Clark's a little bit tall. An audacious attempt by Kasheri. Adams finds Constantinides' feet. Billy finds Giuseppe Marifiotti in behind. Marifiotti crosses it in. A bit deep, but Charitis brings it down. But Omar Amachi equal to the task, and now Thunder can break. Amachi. Blumgart finds Barnes in behind where he's dangerous. Brandon Barnes, 1-on-1. Roganovic has slipped, and Brandon Barnes scores. And it's the 1-0 to the Dandenong Thunder against the run of play. And Nicholas Roganovic has slipped. Constantinides. Marifiotti. Trying to reach for us. Constantinides. Back to Marifiotti. A little bit better by South Melbourne here. Constantinides can deliver. Beats one man. Crosses into the back post. Where South have numbers. Chris Charitis keeps it in alive. And it's over the bar by Giordino Marifiotti. And it's gone over the bar. What an opportunity. Marifiotti. Adam. No, Strashamidos. Strashamidos delivers. Fantastic ball. Constantinides brings it down. Luke Adams. But a fantastic challenge by Madaffrey. Nicholas Madaffrey. Does KK keep it in? He sure does. Adams delivers. Osgrove wins the header. Marifiotti. Schroen. Chris Charitis. Crosses it across goal, but Piers Clark collects. Schroen delivers. Header, and it's a goal! Giuseppe Marifiotti has a free header and he scores, and it's 1-1 just before we go into half time, buddy.
Yeah, well, the corners were adding up there for South Melbourne, and it was eventually they were going to capitalise on one, and it's Giuseppe Marifiotti with a real classy header into the back of the net there, right past Piers Clark, as South Melbourne will go into the sheds now at one apiece. That's a big goal for South Melbourne with his side. You know, those balls getting played over the top and they're not pushing up and compacting the space. So that's a great chance for Billy Constantinides from that ball that was whipped in, and he got a touch on it, and Piers Clark did well to hold on to it.
Schroen delivers to the back post. Headed across, flicked on. Headed across by Constantinides, but it's just wide. It was a free header and he should have done better. Much space in the middle of the park. Straight in Redros. Diagonal. Beats over the Mehmedi. Chris Charitis finds Monopolis. Monopolis shoots, but it falls. Constantinides! And a fantastic save by Piers Clark, who's kicked it straight into Billy Constantinides' feet. Schroen delivers. Monopolis at the back post. Well, it goes to Chris Charitis. Chris Charitis cuts it back, and it's Billy Constantinides that scores. And it's 2-1 to the South Melbourne, and it was coming, wasn't it, Matty?
Yeah, you could see the goal coming. You could see it eventually, and then Nick Chris Charitis cuts the ball back and finds Billy Constantinides, who all he has to do is tap the ball into an empty net to take the lead. South Melbourne, a much improved side here in this second half, and deserved leaders in this second half as Billy Constantinides fires his side ahead.
Schroen delivers. Free header again by Billy Constantinides, but a fantastic save by Piers Clark. And you cannot be giving someone like this quality Billy Constantinides free head.
Yeah, big save again from Piers Clark to keep his side in the hunt in this game. But again, you just see the pure quality that Billy Constantinides has. And
It looks like Peter Scarpathis has gone into the 10, but once again, it looks like South Melbourne have blown, Dandenong Thunder have blown a gasket here, and South Melbourne are all over them.
well, they've had to work hard here in this second half, and it's just really been non-stop. Is Chris Rice on the edge of the box?
Shoots high and wide. Georgopoulos. Scarpathis wins the 50-50 and can break forward. Still Scarpathis. Scarpathis inside to Carpenter, who's flicked past. It's Carpenter 1-on-1. Brandon Barnes is for the hand box. Brandon Barnes on the penalty spot has made it 2-2. An absolute fantastic finish. And Blake Carpenter's done this extremely well to get past his man. Shown to deliver. Once again, cleared by Carpenter. Chris Rice tucks in on his right, shoots, and it's just over the goal. But Blake Carpenter has won 2 or 3 headers in his own defensive half box. He's done extremely well in defensive corners, hasn't he? And he has blown the whistle. That is all she wrote here at Dockland Stadium. Dandenong Thunder 2, South Melbourne 2. A pretty poor game from the Dandenong Thunder's point of view. Obviously going 1-0 up and then just going missing for about 50, 60 minutes. And we're very lucky to score. South Melbourne would probably be the upset of the two teams. What are your thoughts, Manny?
I think South will probably be more disappointed that they didn't come away with the 3 points. They dominated the game largely and they created the most chances, but were unable to capitalise on a lot of those chances in the end. And Dandenong Thunder, they did score 2 goals against the run of play, so maybe they might consider themselves a little bit lucky. But I think if you're a South Melbourne supporter, you would be the one that would probably be thinking this is more 3 points drop than 1 point gain, because they created a lot of opportunities and they just were unable to put them away. But in saying that, it's a much improved performance from their last game against Hume City.